Mom Dukes here, and I'm bringing you guys yet another but quick and simple, easy bookshelf. So with this bookshelf, I am recycling things that I've already had, meaning I'm using paint that I did for a project in my living room. You have to check that out. And I'm using the wood that I used for my bed setup, being that I'll be doing my conversion or for my next setup for my minivan a little bit different to make it a little bit more comfortable for me and the mister. So again, guys, gracias. These are the materials. Let's get started into this video. Okay, so I've already taken the initiative to go ahead and pre-cut and get everything already done out for you guys so that this process can go by a little bit more simpler. So I will make sure to drop as far as the dimensions of this bookshelf below. But remember, when you're doing it yourself, DIY, you do it however your room and your allowance, meaning however much room you got to play with it. You can make it smaller, you can make it larger, you can make it bigger. Being that I'm combining two projects in one, meaning that this bookshelf will be used for something else that I actually will be building, and you can check that video out, guys. That's going to be a drop down kids desk alongside with a adult desk as well. So that's for any of my people that's doing remote learning from home. I got you. So stay tuned for that video as well, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. We're going to go ahead and just keep this video rolling. I'm going to try to tell you a little bit step by step, but again, it's easy, it's DIY. Everything I'm telling you now, I told in previous videos. So with any wood project, always pre-drill your holes. I don't care how much I can stress it. It helps. If not, you split your wood. Point blank, period. Okay, so now it's time to assemble or put together my frame. So I've already pre-drilled my holes, and I'm going to just line them up, measure again, and make sure everything is straight and even. And then I'm going to go ahead and drill and put my screws in. And I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead and put my shelves and everything on as well before I paint. But we don't know. You know, I changed my mind. We'll see which way I'm going. Okay, now these type of projects always is just a little bit more challenging when it's just one person. Like if you had a help, I wouldn't have had to sit it this way. But I don't want nothing to shift or nothing to be off, because when you have shifted wood, off wood, your measurements is now off. Your project is not even or level. So, I mean, make it make sense. That's why I say what I say. If it doesn't make sense to you and it doesn't add up, somewhere along the line, it didn't make sense and you didn't make it make sense. So make it make sense. Now, sometimes you guys do see the mister helps me with certain projects because they're bigger projects and he don't want me to injure myself and hurt myself because he loves me. So he helps. But for projects like this, I just want you guys to use what you have around the house. Use your brain. And sometimes you may have to do it by yourself. And it's okay. I'm showing you it can be done. Now we're all done with this. Now it's time for the next step. Now I was thinking about adding like a backing to the back part, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I not? Of course it's going to be painted. Drop it below in the comment. Do you guys think that I made a back for it, or do you guys think that I just kept it simple and easy? Like it says. Okay, so these are going to be the color choices that I picked, which is like an ivory and then also a gray as well. And of course, y'all know I got to be a little bit extra, so I added 2 more colors in with it. So I guess you got to wait to see what colors I added and if I went with the backing. I don't know. You let me know. But I'm adding my braces now because I want to have everything added so that once I start to paint it, I won't have any screw holes or any wood chippings or anything like that. I'm trying to work like in a process or a progress, y'all know what I'm talking about, like in an order. I don't know, it just seemed like these should go up first before I paint. It makes sense to me, so that's which way I'm going. Now, this is not my first time at this rodeo, meaning making shells. I made shells before. I believe I have those videos as well, some of my earlier videos. But this time I wanted to add my base, and I wanted to do my base for my shelving a little bit different. That's why I notched it out on the side so it could fit snug within. So I think overall, this was a very, very smart decision choice on my part. Be careful, maybe have another board underneath so you don't go through and touch the floor like I did. Right, and I did just do my floor. So just be careful whenever you're pre-drilling and making your holes, guys. again, guys, if you're like, oh my goodness, Dukes, I love your hair, go check that video out. It's already out. Hope you guys enjoy it. And don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend. Mom Dukes just trying to make it make sense over here. Okay, so as you see, for the second shelf, I need something like a support to hold it up. I didn't want to like add a lot because I am going to be putting my books here. So, you know, you got to make it make sense. So I went on and pre-cut these. I was just measuring to make sure that my measurements was correct. And I'm going to go ahead and get these in and get my shelf up. And yes, I'm using small finish nails because this wood is very thin. I'm not even going to risk trying to do a pre-drill or anything. I'm going to go smart and make it make sense. And I'm going to get the top shelf on, and I'm going to take my project and go ahead and paint it. And I'll come back to you guys tomorrow when everything is dry, because I want it to dry for 24 hours before I start back working with it. So again, guys, I'll see you in a bit. And I guess I did stripe pattern to match the living room, plus like a little asymmetric, you know, pattern as well. So it's all painted. I used another darker gray and a little bit of gold because y'all know I love gold. And that is the best little accent color, if not silver, but gold. You know, it's pretty neutral. Go with everything. And it matched this ugly brown panel. Now I have to make my holes in my wall and to put my anchors in. So these will be the screws and the anchors that I will be using to go ahead and place in the wall, because you want to add the anchor just so it can add extra support. And these are the bits that I will be using. More than likely the bigger bit, because I don't have time to play with that little bit. So we're going to go big, well, medium, not small and not large, but we're going to go medium. And off camera, I did have my daughter help me to hold it up just so I can go ahead with my braces and mark my holes and mark my hole for my second shelf brace that I will be using. So I don't know if you guys saw, but you'll see in a minute. Now I went medium, so I should have went large because I need the holes to be just a little bit bigger so that this can fit in there once I hammer it in. You don't want it to break. Now the trick is to put your screws in the back because I already have everything marked. I'm going to go ahead and put those in, screw those in, and then screw my shelf in because I'm working by myself. So this is just a tip for you guys if you're doing a project by yourself. It can be done. literally smack dead right in the middle. So again, from mi casa, which is Mom Dukes, to tu casa, thank you guys. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Mom Dukes is out. Deuces.